Okay, hey guys, it's CA Cuber here. If you can see this right here, that's part of this stool thing. But I did finally get a tripod, a little one, so that's cool. And we're gonna be doing something new. We're gonna be doing the first review in a while, so I guess it's not new. But obviously this is a 4x4, and this is the Moyu Aosu 4x4, just a regular old Aosu, nothing special about it. Just yeah. So we're gonna review it right now, and I'm gonna tell you basically if you should get it, why or why not, and if there's anything better out there, in my opinion. So start. So obviously this is the Moyu Aosu. This is actually a pretty old cube, but this used to be like the best 4x4 on the market. It's had some like competitors and whatnot, but I got this a little before the Wuchwei M came out by the Cubicle. I had no idea that there was a such thing called the Wuchwei out. So all I knew there was an Aosu, and that's what I got. It performs pretty good for me. Like corner cutting is about a piece, and reverse is about maybe third of the piece, maybe. But so corner cutting's okay on this cube. I would prefer if it were a little better. The feel, what is the feel like? So this is definitely where I'm not a big fan of this cube. It's very crispy for me and clacky. Like not horribly clacky, I would say, but this is very it's not horribly fluid. I'm also not warmed up right now, so that's probably why it looks like I'm turning really slow. I'm actually a pretty fast 4x4 solver. I mean turning wise, not time wise. But this cube literally was the cube I got good on 4x4 at, so I am glad I have it for that. But I have it on somewhat loose, tight tension, so like in the middle, I think. Because any looser, I have had a few pops, like 2 on this cube ever. But that did not sound good. But the cube itself performs very well for you. It won't pop very often and whatnot. It doesn't ever corner twist. Never. It very rarely ever has internal pops. I've had maybe 2 of those as well. 2 layers feel quite similar to the outer layers, except just a little heavier. And like you can hear it there. It's kind of grindy and then smooth and grindy. But so the cube itself performs great, but the reason I'm not a huge fan of this cube is it locks quite a bit. Like I said earlier, it's not very fluid, so that's a big problem for me. I love when a cube is fluid, like the one cube I have with me here, the Wayline GTS2M, which I set up last night. It's very fluid. So yeah, good cube though. This is a good cube, but this cube just doesn't have that same feel. As you can see, it's still locking on me a little bit. It does have good middle layers. So when you're doing like an H perm or let's say a Z perm or something, as you can see, it's just not very fluid. It's got a nice flow, you know, like if you know how to control right, which I'm not very good at controlling cubes, but it's just not very fluid. Like, it's also because I'm not a very good speed cuber yet, but it's also just not fluid for me. That's about as fluid as you'll get it. I've tried all I could, but and another thing I don't like about this cube is the lube does not last in it. I lubed this thing a few days ago and it's already feeling very, very dry. Unlike this cube, which last time I lubed it besides last night on camera, ever was like a few months ago, like 2 or 3 months ago. Maybe a month and a half at like least. And it still performs very good, like if you can hear this. Let me put it by the screen. It sounds clacky, probably because it is clacky, but it just, this cube doesn't sound like that. But how do I lube it? I take out about these, this little 2x2 square here, and I put lube on the internals. And then I put about 2 or 3 drops in the actual pieces, spread it around, do a couple solves on it, and it'll last about a day or two, and then it'll just be completely gone. And it just doesn't, that's just not very good for me, because I don't do very many 4x4 solves every day. And it'll last longer in like a 6x6. And I got that a few weeks ago, and I still haven't had to lube it, because it's still good. And I do quite a few solves on it. I do like 5 or 10 solves a day, kind of. But so overall, this cube, I'd give it like an 8 out of 10, maybe a 7, just because it's got a ton of great qualities. It's fast, and I messed up there, but it's fast. It's like really fast, actually. It corner cuts decent-ish. It's okay in turning. It's got an okay feel. It's really reliable because it doesn't pop or corner twist very often. And then one last thing that I would warn people if they bought this cube, that's happened with mine, the center caps pop off really easily during a solve. And they're really a pain in the butt to put back on. In the solve, at least. So, yeah, that's about it on the review. I know I missed a couple things like what it looks like and everything, but I just don't think this cube really lives up to what it used to. Because they have released a new Aosu with the GTSM, which I'll get soon, hopefully. But then there's also the Wuchwei and the Cubicle Labs Wuchwei, and with the Cosmic or the now Supernova Wuchwei. I'm probably not going to be getting any of those because I have a Cubicle Labs one coming in. But I might get the Cosmic or the Supernova Aosu GTSM so I can compare it to this cube in my future 4x4, which I believe will become my main. But overall, this cube is great for me. It performed great in its lifetime. It's not really horribly well broken in, as you can tell. It still looks pretty new. It just never really did perform horribly great for me compared to what I thought it would be. So about a 7 out of 10. This cube is like $25, so I don't know. That's a little much in my opinion. You can get a Wuchwei for like 23 or 21 or something like that, so you can save like $4. But if anything, just get the new Aosu GTSM if you really want to get it. Like, don't waste your time on the old Aosu. Just get the newer thing. It'll be more improved. It'll perform better. It'll just be a better cube in general. I've heard good things about it. There's also going to be the new GAN 4x4 coming out, so wait for that maybe. So overall, good cube. It's pretty cool. It's a nice cube. If you want to get it for like collection purposes, or if you're just stubborn and you really want an Aosu, go for it, man. Like, that's your decision. And if you perform great with it, keep using it. It'll fit you fine, You can magnetize it yourself or set it up the way you want, So do that. But basically that's all I gotta say for this right now. Good cube, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry if this video's like a little rushed or whatever, but I've been trying to get it out for like a couple months now. I've tried like 6 times and nothing's uploaded, so I'm just a little tired of doing this over and over again. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, thanks.